The next topic is the regions and quadrants of the abdomen. Why is it important to learn the regions and quadrants of the abdomen? As healthcare professionals caring for patients, it is essential to have a deep understanding of the locations of these structures or organs in our body to be able to deliver effective care. Learning the locations of these organs in each region or in each quadrant will give us a leverage to anticipate, to predict a diagnosis, and direct us to know the kind of diagnostic tests to order for the patients. Imagine a patient comes to your hospital complaining of pain in the right upper part of the abdomen. How can you care for this patient without understanding the structures that you can find in the right upper part of the abdomen? Could this be a liver problem? Could this be a gallbladder problem? Could this be a pancreatic problem? Because these structures can be found in the right upper part of the abdomen. This is why it is essential for healthcare professionals to understand these quadrants and regions in the abdomen. A healthcare professional may use either of the two to describe the location of a symptom, the location of a structure. For instance, I can say that the patient is experiencing pain in the right hypochondriac region. Or I can say that the patient is experiencing pain in the right upper quadrant. Whichever term you use to explain will be understood by any healthcare professional reading your notes or receiving reports from you. The abdomen is divided into 9 by 2 vertical lines which are paramedian. Paramedian lines are lines that are at the periphery of the midline. This is a midline. So the lines at the sides of the midline are called paramedians. So these paramedians are vertical lines, and we also have 2 horizontal lines. So these imaginary lines divide the abdomen into 9 regions. So what are the 9 regions of the abdomen? We have the right hypochondriac region, hypochondriac. We have the left hypochondriac region. We have the right lumbar region and left lumbar region. We also have the right iliac region and left iliac region. We can say that the vertical lines separate the abdomen into lateral sides. And these lateral sides are the right and left sides. In the right side, we have the right hypochondriac, right lumbar, and the right iliac. In the left side, we have the left hypochondriac, left lumbar, and the left iliac regions. In between the middle portion, in the middle part of the imaginary lines, we have the epigastric region, we have the umbilical region, and we have the hypogastric region. So these are the 9 regions that we can find in the abdomen. We can say that the 2 vertical lines divide the abdomen into right and left regions. In the right, we have the right hypochondriac, right lumbar, and right iliac. In the left, we have the left hypochondriac, left lumbar, and the left iliac. Between the 2 vertical lines, we have the epigastric region, the umbilical region, and the hypogastric regions. The horizontal lines divide the abdomen into upper parts, middle parts, and the lower parts. You can see the horizontal lines divides the abdomen into upper, middle, and lower regions. The upper part includes the right hypochondriac, epigastric, and left hypochondriac. The middle part of the abdomen includes the right lumbar, the umbilical region, and the left lumbar regions. And the lower part of the abdomen includes the right iliac region, hypogastric region, and left iliac region. But for easy understanding, abdomen is divided into 9 regions by the 2 vertical lines and 2 transverse lines. What about the quadrants? Quadrants, the word quad means 4. Quadrants means that the abdomen is divided into 4 sides. We have the right upper quadrant, we have the left upper quadrant, the right lower quadrant, and the left lower quadrant. A midline separates the abdomen into 2 sides. This is a midline. Separates the abdomen into 2 sides, the right side and the left side. The right side contains the right upper quadrant, the right lower quadrant. The left side contains the left upper quadrant and the left lower quadrant. This horizontal line divides the abdomen into upper abdomen and lower abdomen. The upper abdomen includes the right upper quadrant and the left upper quadrant. The lower abdomen includes the right lower quadrant and the left lower quadrant. Now, what are the structures that we can find in each region? What are the structures we can find in each quadrant. You can see that the right hypochondriac region consists of the lower ribs, lower rib cage. It contains the lower rib cage and a portion of the liver. The epigastric region contains the liver, that is, the left lobe of the liver, the gallbladder, and the ducts, the biliary ducts, and we also have a portion of the stomach here in the epigastric region. The left hypochondriac region contains the lower rib cage and upper portion of the stomach, and also the spleen. And if we look at the right lumbar region here, the right lumbar region, it consists of the hepatic flexure of the large intestine and some parts of the small intestine. We also have the ascending colon here. The umbilical region consists of the transverse colon and small intestines. The left lumbar region consists of the splenic flexure of the large intestine and some part of the small intestine. We also have the right iliac region, which consists of a part of the ascending colon and the appendix here. The apogastric region consists of the small intestines, the urinary bladder. The left iliac region consists of the small intestine and part of the descending colon. So if a patient complains of a symptom involving any part of this organ, you can locate the place, you can locate the region. For instance, if a patient is having pain here, you can say that this patient is having pain in the umbilical region. So the same thing for the quadrants. In the right upper quadrant, we have the left lobe of the liver, the right lobe of the liver, the gallbladder, the lower rib cage, the transverse colon, and the hepatic flexure of the colon. The left upper quadrant contains the stomach, the left lower rib cage, the transverse colon, the spleen, and the right lower quadrant contains the ascending colon, the appendix, which is hidden here, and we have the small intestine. The left lower quadrant contains small intestine, and other structures. So these are the regions and quadrants in the abdomen.